Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back, everyone. We're looking at Bitcoin on a daily time frame, and unfortunately, yesterday we did get rejected hard to the downside. We are looking at lower levels right now, and we are under our lowest EMA, so kind of in a bearish stance. We are breaking into this order block, which we discussed yesterday from looking left. From looking left, and right now it looks like we might be testing those lows again. So since we're under this EMA today, I'm looking for lower, and we need to see where this closes. It would be ideal not to go under 19.5, but losing 19.5, I mean, I can look for all the way at 17.8 to be a target area. The US equities is also selling off a little bit today. Yesterday was a pretty hard sell-off. Volume to the downside is increasing. Today is a brand new candle, so we have to see how it plays out. But yeah, all in all, things look like we will be testing downside first. Let's go to a 4-hour. So this is our 4-hour, and we are actually under the 21 EMA, and now we are under even the 9 EMA, which is under the 21 EMA. So a little bit of a bearish stance. When we do try to break out, we need to break above this 9 EMA, open and close 4 hours above it. Then we can test into the 21 EMA or the 55. As of right now, it looks like we're going to be going to the downside. We are testing this descending channel right now. If we break into it, I'm going to assume we're going right to the middle of it, which is near 17,800. So look for that depending on how and when it breaks down. If it breaks down later, it can go all the way to 17.3 and so on. So kind of have to see how the price action wants to react. Is it going to use the fib, or is it going to use this descending consolidation as a range for it to use as support to the upside? All right, well, that is Bitcoin for you on the 4-hour and daily. Let's look at the hourly. Even on hourly, we are kind of just being held down by the 9 EMA, and we will probably continue to do that until we open US markets maybe to some upside. Since we had such a hard sell-off yesterday and markets are still in the red right now in pre-market, I'm assuming that we might get a relief rally right at open, and then we can see if we're going to come back down. So I would say like maybe we come test into the 21 at like 20,500, and then we'll take that and roll over. Worst case scenario. Best case scenario would be going all the way to the 55 then. But yeah, you can see the little head and shoulder situation that we have going on here. So let's see if it all plays out accordingly. Let's go take a look at Ethereum. On a daily. Beautiful. There you go. Okay, so Ethereum is doing similar as Bitcoin under the 9 EMA on a daily, and that's using it as resistance to the upside. So until we have an open and close above that, I'm looking lower. And then today we can probably push down and test to these lows due to the fact that we have to find our support. Hopefully we don't cross into the fib lower than like 890, because then we're going to be looking at much lower. But we have a fib target here. We have a Bollinger Band target for the daily, and hopefully that holds us up $900 area. Going to the 4-hour, you can see that we're already out of our channel, so the measured move should be coming in soon, right to like 950-ish, 960 area. And then we can see if we get a bounce. But if we don't get a bounce and we continue lower, then I would be looking for a long around 800, right under the previous low. So we sweep that liquidity a little bit and then try to take it up. Today's going to be an interesting day. Lots of people are going to be looking for downside targets, and we can see where we find our support for the next long. I was in the long yesterday and I got stopped out nasty style, and that's okay. It happens. I basically was long at the bottom of this channel. No, it was like over here. Yeah, it was like 1180. I was long, and then as soon as the channel broke down, I was like, okay, let's see if we can get back in the channel. And then on that last 4-hour attempt to get in, I got stopped out after that candle. So I got stopped out about $50 less, and I was on leverage, so I lost about like $200. Just full disclosure. All right, guys, so be careful. When we find this equilibrium of this, like down here or something, if you take a low leverage long, you might be able to take it back up. But as we said on a weekly, okay, we knew that this could have been a dead cat bounce week, and now we just engulfed it. So there's no excitement for pre-bounce anymore. It looks like we're going to test lower, and then we will put in another bounce later. So just keep that in mind. We're watching our weekly as well. If the weekly closes and we're going to test lower, then I'm looking for that $900 area. If weekly doesn't close with a bearish engulfing, then we can look for higher. But right now, weekly is looking like trash. And look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is worse than Ethereum. It already engulfed and it's going to the downside. So we're gonna have to wait and see how the rest of the day plays out. But all in all, it looks like we're looking for downside targets. And then when we get the bottom support, we're gonna probably have a nice little reprieve bounce again. But yeah, the reprieve bounce, if it doesn't get higher than 21.7 on Bitcoin, it's gonna look like a lower high. And then on Ethereum, if it does not get above, I think it was like 1200. Yeah, above 1300, it's gonna make a lower high. So those are the levels to keep in mind on the weekly. When we are trying to go up to the downside, we are about to cross the 209 to the downside on a weekly. So we're looking for some lower targets right now, guys. So be careful, be safe, keep your liquidity high and your margin low so you can survive the shakeout that's coming. Aside from that, guys, if you have any questions or concerns, leave it in the section below and I will follow up with you. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and press the bell button for notifications. It's more important than ever during these bear market times. And aside from that, guys, just be safe. All right, I appreciate everything. Keep on following up every day and we will get through this market together. Thank you so much. Talk to you soon. Have a great day, guys.